Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name's Captain Shaq and welcome to our weekly recap on all the new stuff that's come out of the modding and indie communities. This week we take a look at the 1.0 release of Star Trek Armada 3, a request from the Earth Special Forces mod team, an in-development mod for Star Wars Empire at War, Renegade X gets its multiplayer beta release, and an action platformer indie title. So first up we got Star Trek Armada 3 has its 1.0 release. Now they've had a beta out for a while, but 1.0 brings in all new art assets, the research trees are finished up, the heroes are now researchable, they can level up and they all get abilities. This mod is a Star Trek total conversion for Sins of the Solar Empire Rebellion, and it is honestly probably one of the best Star Trek games that you'll be able to play right now. Sins is a great setting for this mod, and I highly recommend you guys go check it out if you're into the real-time strategy genre. It's definitely the one to check out. For anyone who doesn't know, Earth Special Forces is a mod for Half-Life that turns the game into a third-person Dragon Ball Z fighting game. We actually did a mod library on this one a while back, on the early iteration of it. The mod has been in development for a while now, and the latest work they've done has been a huge improvement on just about everything. The character models and the environments that they've shown are very detailed and really mind-blowing when you consider that this is in Half-Life 1. When I say the mod has been in development a while, I mean about 11 years. It's been a long development, but one that's continued, and that's a major achievement in and of itself. Recently, the team has made a call to the community of modelers. They're looking for character, environment, and object modelers along with music composers to help speed up the final production of ESF. So if you're a modeler or you know someone who is, tell them to contact the ESF team so we can finally get our hands on this mod and get some Dragon Ball Z fighting action going down. It's gonna be great. Galaxy at War is a new mod currently being developed for Star Wars Empire at War. This mod is going to make Empire at War set in the Clone Wars era of the Star Wars universe. The developers want to make the mod the best it can be and have reached out to the mod database community to see what types of units they want to see in the game. So it's great to see developers interacting with their community, especially when it comes to franchises like Star Wars, where there's a lot of devoted fans. The screenshots that have been shown so far are models in the style of the Clone Wars TV show on Cartoon Network. Now, I'm really excited about this. I just started watching this series not too long ago. I'm about season 3, and they just got okayed for season 6. It's gonna come out on Netflix. So any more Clone Wars content that I get to play in, I'm just thrilled about it. So the content isn't a big reach from the original game, but the new art style and plot should make for some really interesting gameplay when the mod is finally released. Renegade X finally gets its multiplayer beta, and I am so thrilled. I actually finally got to play this. I did a spotlight over on my channel and on ModDB, and it is fun. If you're kind of into that old school arcadey action style game, then definitely play Renegade X. You've got two teams, GDI and Nod, just like in the old Command & Conquer games, fighting over a map with two bases on it. The difference is the bases are what you're trying to destroy and protect. There's tons of different units and classes that you can play as, from Apache helicopters to Abrams tanks to the Mammoth tank, which is one of the biggest, most badass tanks ever. This is built in the Unreal Development Kit. It's a quick download to just jump in and start playing, and I highly recommend it. Check out our spotlight for more information.
Warning, ion cannon satellite approaching. Please evacuate target area.
Clive and the Stones of the Ancient Bunnies is a 3D action platformer with similar gameplay to the classic favorites such as Spyro, Banjo-Kazooie, and Crash Bandicoot. You play Clive, a rabbit whose life is turned upside down by the evil Dr. Dacus and his earth-shattering plan. The finished article should contain about 15 levels, complete with mutant animal enemies, collectibles, cutscenes, and an original soundtrack. When finished, the game will be available on PC with other platforms considered. The game is being developed by a very small team of passionate people. Now, the team recently showed off the first level they've completed, and it looks like the game is shaping up really nicely. They've been getting a lot of the little details implemented that will have a huge impact on how the game feels and is played. So the enemies will be mutated animals that match the period of the level. So the first level shown off is set in a medieval theme with some oversized armored rats that fit well into the setting. There is talk that they might be launching a Kickstarter to help expedite the production of the game. If you're a fan of action platformers and want to see this game sooner rather than later, be sure to keep a lookout for it. Alright guys, well that does it for Mod and Indie News. My name is Captain Shaq, and I will see you guys next time.